So what sucks about being somebody that like believes that they know a bunch of shit that other people don't know, and I know that people always want to say that, like, I know shit that you have no idea about, and that's just very limiting, like, response to things in the world is just to shut yourself off. But as somebody that seeks to not like push the envelope, it's just that my mental process is to go through things and push the envelope to the most extreme like angle, and then when that's not right, or if it's not, it bounces back and it just somehow it lands on the perfect place. And it's weird, but it's like just writing the unconsciousness. It's a really trippy place to exist in. But all these like amazing conceptual ideas that I've been coming to seem so vast and out of reach to a lot of people that don't understand that type of thinking. But the most important thing that's going on right now is like something that could destroy the fucking world, basically. I mean, I guess, or stopping it could save the world. But it's like I've discovered through all these facets of like just connections that I've made with people online of different kinds of theoretical like ideas and science and math and philosophy and theology and conspiracy and right now we're in this new era where it's like people have capped out at their ability to evolve. We're just de-evolving now because we've killed the earth that we live on. It's been alive for 4 billion years and we've been here for 300,000 years and it's dying and it doesn't like it at all. I've connected to the spirit of earth. I know it sounds far-fetched to a lot of people, but all of nature and its signs around me and the stars and the sky and the waters, they respond to me in a way, or I respond to them. It's just I connect to my environment, and I've noticed things about environments that connect. When I was visualizing 20 years ago triangles everywhere, I eventually realized I was mind mapping my connection to stuff, connections to things. I was seeing like math happen in front of me in a way that my mind was mapping it out to my subconscious and unconscious in a way for my consciousness to understand, and it comes forth as a hallucination or projection is what I like to call it. It's just a mental projection of my mind that I can see right in front of me. Like if you really wanted to look at your brain on any type of device, the best way is going internally and then utilizing some sort of external stimuli to resonate that reflection back to you. And I've noticed just as of late, this world is connected in so many ways, and there's technology right now that is so advanced at such a fast pace, and there's AI and a lot of theoretical things about simulation and creating worlds in like a computer, and we are kind of like computers. We are kind of like cars. We work like that. We process like that. We are programmed like that. When you were born, you were programmed with love and joy and kindness and gentleness, where you're supposed to be. But if you get programmed with pain or anger or yelling or hatred, your whole life you read the other stuff as that. So people, that seek out relationships that hurt them, that torture them, that torment them, that give them pain, that yell at them, that then they read as love. It's something that has programmed people incorrectly their whole lives, and there are certain people that are living in parts of the world that have been programmed with nothing but war and pain and violence and death around them all the time. And it's created a way of living that is very stressful. I don't live anywhere where that happens, but I am having that internal battle every fucking day of my life. And just to come to that culminating moment of that, as well as realizing that the world around us has this digital age of a technology where I believe we live within a machine. I like acronyms that add up to stuff. I call it BEAST. Bio, electric, avatar, system test. Sys test. Warning, this is just a test. If it was not a test, it'd be followed by emergency instructions. However, the instructions are here to remind you motherfuckers that it is time now to fucking shut this shit off. I don't know what else to fucking say, but the technology that monitors us, that watches us on the cameras, the phones. I mean, when we had laptops, everybody covered the camera with little post-it notes, right? It's like, what happened to that with the phones? You completely forgot that the phones watch you and listen to you everywhere. It's not just Facebook. It's not just Twitter. However, unless the little green thing in the corner is on, it's not actually able to hear or see you. However, some apps do give you the ability to see on both sides of the camera, depending on whether or not it's open on that way or not. I have no idea. I'm not going to sit here and go down all the fucking apps that do it again for the military people that are using that as a fucking test. The technology, people on that side, we resonate at a high frequency, a magnitude of like power people. There are power people that are in charge of the world. There are power people that are in charge of places and things, of businesses that are on the other side of this technology that can manifest a reality like a programmer, like an architect, subconsciously out into the world that picks up the frequency and transmits it through the devices like a toroidal interconnect. Earth is a toroid. It's a super toroid. It creates a flux of time in which 3D and 4D and 5D, the flux of 4 is time. And if you look at Earth, it's a super toroid. And they say that like Earth was on an elephant, and it's an elephant standing on a turtle. It's turtles all the way down. It's not turtles. It's Mark Wahlberg's. It's Wahlberg's, but he would say toidles. They're toidles. It's toidles. They're toroidals all the way down. Toroidal all the way down. Up and down, back and forth on an axis of 4. And then the other axis of 4 is black hole, white hole, black hole, white hole, black hole, white hole. It just depends. Not really sure. But upside down and inside out and all around, it's assholes. Any which way you look at it. I am surrounded by assholes. It's Spaceballs. We are going fucking plaid. Lone Star. Like fuck. I don't know who to talk to. There's like some sort of like X-Men school or like science lab people. But you can impress your thoughts, your ideas about what may be happening on certain cases or things that are happening if you're a law officer that's watching people on the street. Certain things that they will do, that they will say, will be stuff that you people will think. And you'll start tripping out on it thinking, fuck, did I know what was going to happen? Or did it happen because it just happened? And that will write the code of the world around us. And somehow this technological toroidal interconnect, it's like the Earth is a toroidal, and then a computer is a toroidal interconnect. These lights and the radio towers and all of the power lines and everything all connect across this, and it's like the construct of our reality is dying, and it does not like it, and it is going to suck back any kind of energy it can from us. And it's been doing that through the technology. It's been connecting to people through the technology. Spirits of the dead have been communicating to people through the technology. There is so many vast arrays of dimensions that I can see that are empty, that are full of nothing but your gods and devils. And when we leave this construct, do you want to be saved or do you want to be deleted? You can be deleted. If your energy does not resonate at a high enough frequency, this earth is over it, it will delete you. It will just suck your spirit, your magnet, back into the magnet of its earth, and it will radiate it as growth. Well, it's about ready to be happening like fuck. This place wants to fucking destroy all you people, and just knowing through me that people can be avatared like fucking puppets. It's like Skynet, but, you know, robots have a certain set of parameters that they strictly operate by. People do not. People have the choice of free will. People can decide if they want to do something or not. And I have seen personally people get manipulated by this technology and speak and say and do things that are not of their character, that is not something they would normally do. People that are mentally incapable of understanding, people that are on drugs, the elderly, and our children are at most risk. My son, he can hear the voices through the tablet, through the phones, these limbic resonance, the psychic impressions. It's very important that we research black jade. Black jade is a type of crystal. Back in the ancient times, crystals were like a type of technology, a computer. They used them in computers, I believe, to, you know, move light around or whatever the fuck they do. And black jade is something that we can utilize on this technology to block this from happening, because if people that are watching the world happen are impressing their thoughts and things upon people, it's very possible that people on the dark web could utilize that as well. Powerful people in parts of the world that people don't want to have certain types of technological things. People that go in and regulate that. And that's unfair to go in and encroach your opinions and thoughts and whatever you think people need to do or not do in their own place, which is something that's happened here in America forever and forever's ever. And saying that as an American, I feel I've been picking up through this technology that they're like, if you were anywhere else in the world, you'd be shot in the fucking street, you know, and or stoned in the street or whatever the fuck. But, you know, thank God I live in the land of pizza and hot dogs. America, fuck yeah, right? But it's like this place has been blown up over and over and over again, and I feel like it just keeps failing, and I feel that from the earth because it's built on a foundation of lies. And a lot of those lies have resonated over time that people don't even know that they're lies anymore. They just take it as fact. And it's like, I don't want my son going to school and learning all these stupid ass, you know, factoids that have just been created to make a nice fluffy, you know, pillow for everybody to sleep on. But it's time to wake the fuck up. If people think that they're going to leave this earthly plane and go to another place, they don't want people there. They don't want solar panels there. They don't want atmosphere there. They like it there the way it is. It's like, I feel like we've been bouncing back and forth from there to here for a long time, and it's time to heal ourselves. And the only way that we can do that is to heal people. Healing people will help heal the earth that we're on. But it's like, who do I talk to about this? All my people are like broken and being controlled like avatars, like puppets. And it's like about ready to be Skynet. You know, so many people that are like damaged and angry and violent and capable of massive destruction around them. And it's just a very simple chain reaction that's like a domino falling, and they all start to go. And I notice the patterns of things. And the one thing I do is I notice the abstract pattern between everything else that is like a spider web between spider webs. And a lot of them are leading to bad, but there are many ways that they're leading to good also. It's just the people that have the ability to make the things change, they're not, because they're just sitting back watching and waiting for someone to do it. And meanwhile, no one is. And I'm like, where are my Duke Nukem's? It's the Duke Nukem that comes in and takes charge. It's like, no, fuck this. It's also the Duke Nukem that comes in and is like, kill it. But that's the kind of fucking motivation that gets shit going, is that you need to just stop with all the bullshit and then just make things better. And the only way to make things better is one thing at a time. And for me, it's really hard to prioritize my regular day one day at a time when all these vast, intense concepts are coming at me while I'm developing a mind hack that connects my subconscious to my conscious, while I'm trying to be a good mom to my son, while my family's like turned against me, everyone's abandoned me. Like, I'm dealing with all these legal problems. I'm being investigated by all these fucking law organizations. Like, I don't know what the fuck is going on, but everyone's lying to me. I know they are. I can feel it now. It's very sad. But whatever.